Now it's amazing because I went to this project with respect to the government, and I tried to put a tool where the people can take some of the burden away from the government and say, listen, you're so busy, you've got so many important things to deal with, you have to run after Bin Laden, you have security, you have a lot of rebuilding to do, physical rebuilding. This is an easy issue, let us the people deal with it. Yeah. So I did it out of friendship to the government and respect. But unintentionally, basically I set a project in which when the special interests want the government to cause a crisis, or at least to look the other side and not get the public recover, I actually set a project that the people can take the initiative and overcome the crisis regardless of the government. And that's something very important. It's very important for the special interests because they want the control of everything for the government. So once the people taking using a method or a tool to bypass the government, obviously the special interests will be against it. And now I can go back to many conversations in the past 6 years and see what the issue was. I was totally oblivious to that. Really, I was really innocent here. I totally thought I'm doing something good to help the people overcome, take a bit of a burden away from the government, and I thought everybody would be happy and bless this issue. It wasn't. It's really something that many people cursed because the government doesn't want to lose control, and the special interests will not allow the government to lose control as long as the government works for them. You know, it's easy to understand why the special interests in the government would be against this project, but then the question is why the people are against it. They should be welcoming it with open hands. And another thing that I learned with secret societies is how much they control the public. And the Satan amazingly have limits how much he controls the public, because he can seduce, he can threat, he can do a lot of things to get people to convince people to act in certain ways. But in the end, they can't force them. But it's actually the secret societies, which, because they're humans and they confess certain things, they can actually take over and put the entire world under their bondage. And basically, what they say, then every person that is under that bondage is also have to act according to that. And it's a spiritual law. And most people, they don't know about the secret societies because it's secret. But when people are putting themselves under submission of political system, religion system, media, pop stars, Hollywood stars, sports stars, doesn't matter, and those people are under the secret societies, then people automatically, without even knowing it, they're under the secret societies. And technically, the leader of the world today is the Rothschild, because, and again, it's a family. There's one person out of them. I won't mention names, but because it changes every generation. But as a fact, today the king of the world is basically the Rothschild. Even nobody knows about him, and nobody worships him directly, but everybody is subdued to themselves to him under the secret societies, unless you part of unless you're born again, basically. And that's another issue. Even if you're a Christian, you're not born again, you're under the Rothschild. It's very important.